Greetings everyone, welcome to Commerce classes, and in this chapter of redemption of preference shares, today we will be solving a complete question along with preparation of balance sheet. You see, the questions of redemption of preference shares are quite easy to handle if we know what is to be done. That is, the basic conditions and their implications must be clear to us, then we can solve a question in a very easy manner. So let us first go through the question. You have a balance sheet being given, equity capital of 20 rupees each, that means you have 90,000 shares of 20 each, isn't it? Then you have 9% preference share capital of 20, total is 10 lakh. So it implies you have 50,000 shares of 20 each. Then you have arrears of 5 rupees and in all amount is 10,000. That means you have arrears on 2,000 shares at the rate of 5 rupees. So your final capital is 9,90,000. General reserve is given, surplus is given, security premium is given, then current liability. We know that we may have to use these reserves, isn't it? Then you have assets, fixed assets, investment, inventory, etc. What we actually require is the cash balance and any other asset if the company is giving us any information. Now preference shares are due for redemption at 10% premium. That means herein you will be having 10% premium. So I am just changing the color so that the things are visible from the question that we are recording this. Okay, now for this purpose investments are sold for 5,50,000. So if you sell this at a price of 5,50,000, it means you have a loss here. So when you record this, your loss will be deducted from the surplus. So from this amount you have a loss of 50,000. So your actual surplus will now be 4,50,000 because we have to make all adjustments, right? Then a fresh issue of 10,000 shares of 20 each at 24. That means at a premium of 4 rupees is being done. So fresh issue is given. Shares are fully subscribed for and fully paid. Balance of reserve and securities premium etc. is to be used. Now our question is saying use general reserve, but we know that we can use general reserve only once we have utilized surplus. So we will be using general reserve as well as surplus, and securities premium also will be used for the purpose of redemption as per the needs. So we will use all the resources as per our requirement. And question says nothing about the cash requirement. We know that 3,60,000 is there. So on our own we are not going to raise any bank loan, but if there is any deficiency, we will assume there is an overdraft facility, because loan will be raised only if our question says so. Now for solving questions relating to redemption of preference shares, what we are to do is, first of all we are to check the condition of fully paid preference shares, because preference shares can be redeemed only when they are fully paid, else we cannot redeem them, right? Now when we look at this question, we have only one category of preference shares on which certain shares are partly paid, because there are arrears. So if we go for redemption, then we will be redeeming how many shares? Can you identify? You see, you have 50,000 shares of 20 each, but on 2,000 shares we have arrears. It means we cannot redeem these 2,000 shares, so we cannot redeem these 2,000 shares. So we will be redeeming 48,000 shares of 20 rupees each. That means we will be redeeming capital of 9,60,000. These 2,000 shares of 20 each with the arrears of 5 rupees will be left as it is. Okay, we cannot redeem them. Now once we have checked this condition and we have identified the capital to be redeemed, so preference capital being redeemed is this much. Now we are to make estimates. We are to estimate the amount of premium required on redemption. We are to estimate reduction in the capital, how much capital is being reduced, and we are to estimate cash requirement. Although cash requirement in this problem is not needed to be recorded in the working notes, because your question doesn't say anything, But yes, we can make this note, and this will help us in finding out cash balance left or bank overdraft that we might have raised in the process, because ultimately when we are making balance sheet we will be needing the balance. So it is just for that that we are making this note. Otherwise it is not needed in this question, because your question is not saying you to raise loan, etc. Okay, now premium on redemption, we know it is 10%. So how much capital are you redeeming? You are redeeming capital of 9,60,000, and 10% premium will imply we need sources for 96,000 rupees. Okay, now after writing this, our cash requirement will be 9,60,000 plus 96,000, that is our cash requirement is 10,56,000, which we are going to pay to preference shareholders. Now write up the sources. So sources for premium on redemption are: number 1, available security premium. You know that you have security premium balance of 80,000 with you here, and you are making fresh issue of 10,000 shares with 4 rupees premium. So on fresh issue also you will be having 40,000 rupees of premium being received, 10,000 shares into 4. So what we know is that our available balance is more than sufficient to write off this premium. So we can say providing for premium on redemption 96,000 and balance left will be 24,000, isn't it? If this source is not sufficient, then we will go for the next source, that is capital reserve and profits, and then we move on to surpluses and general reserve. But herein this is sufficient, so we don't need to look further. This working note is complete. Now coming to capital. For capital we have two sources, fresh issue and free reserves. Since fresh issue is given to us, so we will start with fresh issue. So you are issuing 10,000 shares, okay, 10,000 shares of 20 each at 24. So how much will be the proceed? Proceed will be 20 only, because you are issuing share at 24. But 4 rupees is the premium. Premium is not regarded as capital, that is kept separate. So your proceeds against capital are only 2 lakh. So if our proceeds are 2 lakh, then we need to have free reserves for transfer to CRR with the balance amount. Since our total has to be 9,60,000 that we are to arrange, so we will be having 7,60,000 of CRR. So how will we arrange it? We will first be using surplus. Now look at surplus balance. We have in surplus 4,50,000 available with us. Then we will be using general reserve. So general reserve requirement is 3,10,000. Do we have enough of reserve with us? Yes. So we can use 3,10,000. So our balancing figure, our general reserve requirement was 3,10,000, because we have a total of 760 required here. Okay, so we can give a note that after this we utilized our surplus fully, and in the general reserve we are utilizing 3,10,000. So 90,000 balance will be left, and this much will be the transfer to CRR. Okay, so this is how our notes appear. After that we can pass entries for redemption and repayment, but we don't need to make any notes for the same. Now this is done. So our next step will be giving journal entries. So how do we pass entries? We pass entries according to our working notes. Although when you look at books, you may have some entries being done in the beginning, some entries being done at end. There is no order. But what we can remember is that if we follow all the provisions and working notes, we will not forget any entry. Now looking at the first condition of fully paid shares, what we did was we separated redeemable shares and we left the remaining capital as it is. So as such we haven't recorded any transaction, we haven't done any transaction, we have just separated the two things, fully paid shares separated, remaining kept separate. So there is no entry for the same. Second is your providing for securities premium. Now securities premium and fresh issue, we are to pass entries for these two things. Since herein we are utilizing fresh issue, and if we pass entry for premium first, we know that we haven't yet received premium. So we will be first passing entry for the capital, we will get the premium, and then we will provide sources for premium. So herein we will pass one entry for fresh issue, bank account debit to share application and allotment account. So how much are we getting? We are getting 10,000 into 24, that is 2,40,000. Okay, then this is put into capital and premium account. So share application and allotment account debit to share capital. It has to be equity capital because nothing is given. To securities premium. So when we are passing entries, we have to be logical. It cannot be a question where we are mugging up something and then we are giving the recordings as per the ratification. So we have to remember the things, what we are doing and how we are doing, and that sense only helped us to know that we cannot create provision for premium. We cannot provide for premium in the beginning because we need premium from fresh issue. So now we have got that premium, so after that we can provide sources for premium on redemption. But anyhow, since we have started with this, we have passed entry for fresh issue. Now pass entry for CRR also. So you will be using surplus and you will be using general reserve. Okay, so this will be transferred to CRR account 7 lakh, 3 lakh 10,000, 7 lakh 60,000. Okay, now next is providing for premium. So we will be using securities premium account and we will be transferring it to premium on redemption of preference shares. Okay, now regarding cash requirement, I haven't made any note. Reason being that we do not need to identify bank loan because our question hasn't asked us to raise the loan. But we can prepare this note to find out the balance, or we can prepare cash book. So we'll look at the sources. So what do you have? You have cash and cash equivalents 3,60,000. You have investment of 5,50,000 being the selling price. Then you have money from fresh issue. So you received 10,000 into 24, 2,40,000, because cash collection is 2,40,000. 2 lakh went into the sources of capital, 40,000 went into securities premium. Okay, out of this 2,40,000, 2 lakh came here and 40,000 got clubbed with the securities premium. Okay, these are all the cash availability that you have with you. So you have 11,50,000. When you pay 10,56,000, you will be having a balance of how much with you? 94,000. Okay, now the journal entries for cash. For balance we don't need to pass any entry. For sale of investment we will pass entry bank account debit. Okay, let me just write amount here. I just forgot it here. Okay, now bank account debit to investment account. You got 5,50,000. You have investment of 6 lakh. That means there is a loss which we matched against surplus. Any loss on sale of fixed assets is recorded or adjusted in our profits. But if we have any profit on sale, then it is a capital profit. It is put into capital reserve account. So now once we have made notes for all the sources, then we will pass entry for redemption of preference capital. So preference capital stands cancelled at 9,60,000. Premium on redemption of preference shares provided for 96,000. So to preference shareholders, we will be paying them 10,56,000. So our preference shareholders account debit, just pay them to bank account. All right. So this amount shall be paid also. So this is how we are going to record the journal entries. Now once we have done the journal entries, our next step will be to prepare balance sheet of this company. Now preparation of balance sheet is quite simple a task if we keep the old balance sheet with us, because all the transactions we have understood them and then only we have recorded them. So if we just keep track of this balance sheet with us, then we can frame a new balance sheet. Okay, normally in your books etc you will be keeping question with you. So now we will prepare balance sheet after redemption of preference shares. So balance sheet as at, maybe you are given date, say you carried out redemption on 1st April 2020, whatever. So you will record it. Now we will simply record the basic categories, because our Companies Act says that balance sheet should be prepared in this format only. So this is equity shareholders funds. This includes number 1 share capital, number 2 reserve and surplus. Although in your question the capital and reserves are given in the balance sheet itself, but as per Company Act rules this is not the proper way. So when you are making balance sheet, you have to make it in the proper manner. Now second is current liabilities. Okay, so we'll just make the 2 columns here and we'll record. Now for the capital we'll be making notes, for reserve and surplus we'll be making notes, isn't it? And for the current liabilities, since there is no change here, so it can be reported as it is. There is no need to give a note. Then second component of this balance sheet is, after totaling up, assets. Assets includes non-current assets, which includes plant, property and equipment and investments. Okay, regarding plant, property and equipment, since there was no change, we will keep it as it is. Investments have been sold out, so you can either leave this or you may give a note. Okay, you may explain it also that there is no balance left. Then second is current assets, which includes inventory, accounts receivables, cash and cash equivalents. Okay, so these are the balances to be written here. Now regarding this, inventories can be reported as it is because there is no transaction relating to them. Accounts receivables can be reported as it is, but regarding cash we need to prepare a note. Okay, now starting with the notes to balance sheet, we can prepare them side by side. So these questions seems to be a bit lengthy, but we need to do it in the proper manner. Okay, number 1 is share capital. Now as per Companies Act, which you have studied in final accounts also, that capital must be reported with all the reconciliation. So we will be recording equity share capital, 90,000 shares of 20 each, 18 lakh, plus share issued against redemption. Against redemption you have issued shares and you are given 10,000 shares of 20 each have been issued, so 2 lakh. So our total capital is now equity capital 20 lakhs. Then we have preference capital. You had preference capital 9% preference shares of 20 rupees each, 10 lakh, with arrears 10,000. Now less preference capital redeemed. You have redeemed some capital, and how much capital has been redeemed? You have redeemed 48,000 shares of 20 each, that is 9,60,000. Okay, so your capital left is 30,000. So our total capital is 20,30,000. You can write it in the inner column also and then outer column, and then you can total up this. So our capital is 20,30,000. Then you have reserve and surplus. Second note that we are to prepare reserve and surplus. Now we can write up all the reserves one by one. We have general reserve of 4 lakh, but how much have we used? Out of general reserve, in case you remember, you utilized 3,10,000 for CRR, right? So 90,000. Then you have surplus. You had a surplus balance of 5 lakh, less loss on sale of investment 50,000, less transfer to CRR 4,50,000. So you transferred it to CRR, nothing is left here. Then you have CRR transfer for the purpose of redemption of preference shares 7,60,000. Then you have securities premium. Securities premium was 80,000 plus premium on fresh issue, that was 40,000. Okay, 1,20,000. Yes, premium used for redemption. So for redemption you used 98,000. Okay, so you are left with how much premium have we used? Just a minute, let me just check. Yes, the premium that we have used is 96,000. See, because I'm doing it here, so I need to check the amounts again and again. I don't want to have any mistake here. So I'm left with a balance of 24,000, which implies that you have 8,74,000 as the reserve and surplus balance. Okay, this we can do. Now in the investments, our third working note, note to balance sheet, we can write up investment balance 6 lakh less sold for 5,50,000, 50,000 loss written off in against surplus. Okay, so you have written off this loss also, so no balance is left, so this is nil. So we have explained it. Then fourth is cash and cash equivalents, so you can prepare cash account. You have a balance of 3,60,000. Then you have money from fresh issue. You have got how much fresh issue? 2,40,000. Then you have got money on sale of investment 5,50,000. Then you paid to preference shareholders an amount of, yes, let me check the amount because I do not remember these things, 10,56,000. Okay, so you have paid 10,56,000. Now you can write up the balance. Okay, you can calculate balance. In place of all this, since we have prepared a working note also, as we have prepared note for the sources here, you see you have prepared this note, so you can also record here, rather than making this account here, you can still write check working notes. Okay, sources of cash, so you can write this also. There is no point in doing same thing again and again. Okay, so we have got a balance of 94,000. Okay, so 94,000. Now we can verify whether our balance sheet is matching or not. All right. Okay, so our balance sheet is perfectly matching, so that means we have done this question correctly. Alright, so what we are doing here is we have simply looked into the conditions. According to conditions, we provided for the sources and then we passed entry. If you do not want to pass entries in this order according to the working notes, what you can do is you just go through the question and pick up each and every transaction and start passing entries. That can also be done. It's up to you. And then we will just keep this balance sheet with us. You will keep it with you and you will start revising the amounts. Like we know that capitals have changed, reserves have changed, so we will make notes for the same. Current liability will be left as it is. We know that investment value and cash balance has changed, so remaining can be kept as it is. So this will provide you a framework for making the balance sheet. Alright, so I hope this is clear to you. We will practice one more question and then we will take up some other issues involved in redemption. Alright, so thank you for the day.